Hi guys, take three. First one, well, first video was 15 minutes long. I'm not going to put you through that with a beer like this. And the second take, it could have come across as a little bit racist, even though that was not my intention. But I was hearing myself talk, and I was like, Peter, that even sounds bad to you, so maybe you shouldn't. Um, because we live in a society where you criticise anything about a collective of people, whether it's in regards to race, sexuality, religion, lifestyle choices. You get branded with you're an ist, you're a ist, you're a big fat ist, you bigoted ist. You get labels thrown on you, and a lot of people actually don't like to see people with labels, so you could get even judged by the other idiots. And it's like there's too many. There's so much fucking bullshit racism in the world. It's like, can't you just look past that, you bigoted twat? See, I've just labelled people, and I don't want to. There's a difference between racist, fascist, bigoted, and having an honest opinion or a critical view of something. Let's just leave it at that. But I was basically talking about the neighbours. Because we've got a woman a few doors down, an older woman, who she was a crazy woman who was like screaming hallelujah like for a week until ambulances literally came and took her to the hospital. And let's just say she want how do I put this in a sensitive manner? They say once you go black, never go back. Well, I'm going to tell you now, she is in a fucking abyss because she has so many different young black guys at her apartment. It's a weird and wonderful thing. Plus, she's a fucking nutcase who likes to scream in the middle of the night, and there's always arguments. And then next door to them, we've got a group of I wouldn't even be able to tell you where they're from because I'm that culturally ignorant, of course, who like to drink a lot, and especially in these summer months, always shouting outside. People in general just can't have quiet conversations, can they? People have to just shout, even though they're literally sat next to someone else. I fucking hate that. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what your background. Just fucking talk to people who you sat with normally. You don't have to raise your voice as if they're on the other side of the room. That's a pet peeve of mine. Anyway. So, I wonder why my first video is 15 minutes long. It's absolutely sweltering here in Germany, so I thought I'd pick myself up a lovely pale European Pilsner, or to that style. And we are looking at a bottle of the Efes Pilsener, clocking in at 4.9%, dubbed as the #1 Mediterranean beer. It's amazing how you can label that. But it's actually got a star by it, and then on the neck label, the star then says, Euromonitor Global Volume Consumption 2014 data, beer originating from a country bordering Mediterranean. So I've heard of bullshit claims, but that has got to be quite the bullshit claim. And apologies if anyone from Efes is watching this, but I'm saying it as it is. It's if you can use that to sell your beer, more power to you. And there will be people who will fall for that. But Efes Pilsner, 4.9%, and actually brewed under license here in Germany under Efes Deutschland. Not sure what facilities they use, if they've got their own facilities. And I think these guys come out of Turkey. I could be wrong about that. Best for date is 17th of the 1st, 2018. So, the beer in a glass then, and it's pale gold. Very, very pale. Straw-like in appearance. Gentle carbonation. When it was first poured into glass, it was a little bit more frantic. And what was originally a three-finger head is now just a lining of soapy white bubbles. So it's what you expect with a beer like this. So on the aroma, I get that slight like lemon sherbet character, which I get with some pilsners. There's a very slight honey-like sweetness as well. A little bit of a herbaceous spiciness, which I'm guessing is coming from the hops. And it's got that sort of like Jacob's plain cracker flavour coming from the malts. And actually, the more I smell it, the more I'm getting that like subtle citrusy, sherbety sort of aroma, which I'm also guessing is coming from the hops. You know what? On the nose, doesn't smell too bad at all. Very pleasant, subtle beer. And yeah, from the presentation and the aroma, it's a very summery beer. You could imagine this being very popular actually in the Mediterranean climate. But yeah, let's give it a taste, shall we? Cheers. It's just sweet. It's just got this like very slight fruity sweetness. It's like it's got almost like that shandy sort of flavour, but muted a little bit. It's just that sweetness. You can't look past it, which makes it quite unpleasant actually. And then on the back end, you get this like mineral, like hoppy, lingering bitterness on the back. It just you get that initial like hit, which I'm guessing is more coming from the fact that it's a little bit colder than usual. But then once it's like settled, it's just not pleasant at all, to be honest. Carbonation isn't really active on the palate, but it does feel a little bit gassy. Very light body to it, bordering on like a mineral, like a fizzy mineral water that you've had open for about an hour or so. Yeah, it's just like the like slight herbaceous tones, grassiness, straw characters. There's like a little bit of a musky thing that's coming from both the aroma and the taste. It's just, it's not good. It's not good, chaps and ladies, if I've got any female viewers. I'm sorry, Lansbury Glass, for putting you through this. Yeah, is it a drain pour? No. Is it Excelsior lager level, where I literally poured it down the toilet? No. Yeah, I'm going to finish it off, but I'm not going to enjoy it too much. It's got that refreshment factor in the sense that it's a cold liquid. There's nothing really pleasant about the flavour of it that, you know, even in the Mediterranean, if I was sat on a beach bar or something like that, I don't think I'd pick this one up. I don't even think I'd try it then. It just doesn't do anything for me, and you get like this it's like this weird sensation on your palate, almost as if like when you've had like granulated ginger, and it leaves that residual, not numbing feeling on the palate, but you can feel like as if something's actually still on your tongue. It is hard to explain. As you can probably tell, I really can't be arsed with this beer or this beer review. And if you notice that I'm squinting a lot, it's because I'm sat right in front of the fucking window. And when it's not dark, so you can't see me on camera, it's really quite bright in my face. And got the fan on. It's really warm. It's muggy. It's been cold for a little bit here and there, then windy, then the heat comes through, and it's just like, you know, I can't operate as a human anymore. And a beer like this should at least help me, you know, live. But this just makes me wish for death, to be honest. It's not that bad. It's not, you know, kill myself over or anything like that. But in terms of a rating, it's a 3 out of 10 from me. It's not even an average tasted Pilsner, because at least an average taste Pilsner, there's like nothing there. It's drinkable, but it's dull. This is dull, but has really nasty after effects to it. And even if I was to have, even at 4.9%, I would probably still feel rougher drinking a 6-pack of this than I would of drinking like a 6-pack of like a 6.5 IPA, craft IPA or something like that. Because it just goes to show you that the ABV of a beer, yeah, you do feel it every now and then. But I feel much worse after a session on something like this than I do with like higher ABV craft beers. And I think it's because it's like that forced carbonation sort of thing that you get from them. I mean, I'm feeling quite gassy now as well, so... But I only paid 69 cents for it, but even that price is way too much. I won't be buying this again. But morbid curiosity makes me want to try more of the Efes beers, so I'll have to have a little look around in some of the, like, the sort of the more specialty supermarkets and that sort of thing. So if you've tried this one, as always, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. What are some of your favourite beers like this, or are you not a fan of the style at all? If any of my friends have reviewed this one, or people who I watch on a regular basis, their reviews will be included in the video description. I think Harry and Jay from the Louisiana Beer Reviews did this one. Harry Bluenose Beer Reviews, of course. They did a little bit of an examination. Yeah, just check out my macro playlist down below if you want to. Check out Efes if you want to. I'm going to go and melt and probably cry a little bit. Then masturbate, which I can see you guys later. Fucking hell.